Hello, Courus.
Hello, Rika.
Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you.
Happy to see you as well. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You are such a stunning, stunning woman. Your work is incredible. You are a rising star. You're on every radio station in South Africa. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate the love and the support. Like I said, you've been with me since I don't know when, but you've been commenting on my stories, on my posts, and I really do appreciate that. And thank you for allowing me to be on this platform. I really do recognize your work, and I really wish you all the best with this platform. You are a light, and your light will shine. Thank you.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you so much. Well, I do have an eye for sparkle, and you definitely sparkle, darling. I absolutely adore your EP. I'm up. It is absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
My
Thank you so
kids,
much.
my kids are singing all the songs, and they're like, color in my world. I was like, wow. Listen, I'm not even gonna try to sing.
Because I didn't even know that my music could reach children as well. And I'm glad that the market is that huge, you know? So
I love your songs. My favorite song is Color. Absolutely my favorite. Could you sing a little bit of Color? Like
okay, just the chorus.
one.
You brought the color to my life. Yeah, yeah. You brought the color to my life. Oh, yes, you did. You brought the color to my life. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Brought the color to my life. Yeah, yeah. That part?
Oh my gosh! You are amazing, amazing. That's made my whole year. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
I absolutely love it. I want to get straight in. Tell me more about the release and what was the most exciting part about that for you?
For me, the most exciting part has to be being in studio and being able to get my creative ideas out, or rather put them out for the first time, you know, because for such a long time it has only been in my head and on script, you know, and for the first time I actually got to put it out and manifest it, you know, put it onto the disc, or onto, not disc, sorry, but onto the platforms. And for me, the creativity in studio and brainstorming with my people that I worked with the people that harmonize, with the people that came to sing, with the producers, you know, it was amazing. It was really great experience. And right now the songs are playing, well, not all the songs, but I'm Up and Color is playing on 5FM. Kid Funk played both the songs, but two different occasions, on his show called Selective Styles. And also the song played on True FM. So I'm really, really excited about that.
And many more. I will say that I
Oh.
heard your music from Alfred Adrian. You know, I'm a huge fan of their work.
Yes,
And I watched his show, and you opened up for his one of his online shows as well. So I will say that it's so important for us to share each other's work, because you never know who's watching, and you're going to just be so huge. You already are. And I just want to say, well done. I am so, so excited for you. Now, I know that you have actually went to university and you've studied music. And a lot of people think, you know, it's just a lucky break. I'll just send a demo, but you have been working for years. So I wonder if you could tell us about that journey in music.
Okay, so I started, well, the music journey it comes from the time when I was a little girl. But I studied music education at NMMU. At the time it was called NMMU, now it's called NMU.
Which is Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela University. But like my first memory of music and being on stage or being exposed to stage was when I was really a little girl. I was called to stage to sing, and I remember singing at the time. Alicia Keys was my favorite artist, and I sang her song Fallen. And I had this sharp voice. I was like, "I keep on falling." And it was just, for me, that was the biggest ever, because people were cheering for me, and I loved the adrenaline of being on stage, and continued on to sing in church. My friend formed a group and then asked me to be part of the group. Her name is Celeste, and we sang in a group called Confrontation for like 3 or 4 years. It was a gospel group, but then we went on to sing secular music as well. And I can remember that I sang at school talent shows, church functions, ever since I was a little girl up till now. I never stopped singing.
Awesome. I think that's so good for people to hear. A lot of experience actually happens in the church and on the stage.
Yes.
So what message or what advice would you give any young girl who has a beautiful voice and is, wondering what to do with it? What advice would you really give to them?
To learn, keep learning. It's not enough just to have the gift or the voice, because there's so many other things that comes along with the voice, and how to use the voice, and not just learning about the technical side or theoretical side of music or the voice itself, but learning the business side of it as well. Because if you really want to take this serious, you have to be open-minded. You have to be able to learn things that are out of your comfort zone. Keep learning. And I think when your mind is open and you're open to receive all of these things, then you can only grow. So I feel like I'm still learning. So I don't know everything. I still want to know so much more. So just keep learning everything that you can. And for me, the internet is available. Well, not available to everybody, but if you have the internet available to you, use that to your advantage and learn as much as you can. Yeah.
Awesome. And how did you eventually get spotted or noticed? Was there a moment that you really just were noticed? Or was it something that happened progressively?
I feel like it happened progressively. I feel like I'm still waiting for that breakthrough moment. But like my whole career so far has been like a progressive career. Like when I sang as a little girl, obviously my uncle and my family saw the talent within me, and they kept pushing me. And then I started building my confidence, started performing in front of bigger crowds, put myself out there, grew within my talent and my performance skills. And it's still a work in progress. I've had my own shows now. I've done, what is there that I've done? I've put up my first EP now. And I'm still forming this online platform as well, where I want to help other artists as well, because I know the struggle of being in this industry. And also I've learned a new struggle of being in this COVID industry, because now everything has changed for us. So I want to create an online platform for artists to then showcase their skills online, and then everybody's still getting access to see what the artists have to offer. So yeah, this journey is progressive, and I feel like it can only go upward from here.
Awesome. And I am so on board with that. I think we have to have this ability to develop ourselves and move with the times. And I think it's wonderful. Yeah. You did mention that, you have to put yourself out there. And I have seen your social media platform. I've seen, you've been very busy. You've been in multiple bands. So I wonder if you could tell us what were some of the highlights of working in bands, and maybe what were some of the challenging moments of being in these bands?
So a lot of challenges, but I'm going to start with the highlights. I think the highlights for me is when you play with a band for so long that you guys get to know each other in such a deep, I think, spiritual way, where the blend will just form, and we will just perform on stage, but it will feel so, how can I say, surreal. It's a feeling that I can't describe, because sometimes that blend just comes naturally, and it's because of the practices and because of the time that we've been playing together. So that must be one of the best moments on stage, when the blend is perfect. Okay, so that's the highlights. Not so nice is when everybody's mindsets are not at the same, everybody's not on par with one another. Then obviously, everybody doesn't have the same visions, and disagreements may come. And yeah, I feel like that's not a nice way to grow and move forward, when everybody's minds are not at the same place.
Yeah, I think that's so good. There's so many bands out there who are trying to make it. And I think just, yeah, as you described, just being in one accord is so important. And I guess, yeah, like in a relationship, just be communicating and really celebrating each other. So yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. So can you tell us what has been the most exciting or the most memorable gig that you performed in?
Okay, so I was a backing singer for Two Tone, also one of they're not a band, they're an agency that I worked with, but they have a whole rhythm section and a whole orchestra. And they had this, or they were part of the entertainment for this show called Divas in Spring. And I think it was in 2016. And the headline acts there was Judith Supuma, Lyra, PJ Powers, and Liesl Graham. And we got to sing backing for Liesl Graham, Lyra, and Judith Supuma. And it was one of the biggest moments of my career, because I got to meet all these big stars, speak to them. And for me, the really emotional and spiritual part was being on stage and just wanting to cry while singing because it was just this big and this beautiful, And so that was one of the moments. And I think the second one for me is always getting to sing my original music, and being able to share it with the people that are there, that are present within that moment. So for me, the show last year in 2019, I performed at Jazz Afro Sundays, and I performed my own slot, and everybody came to see me. I was the act to come and see. So I had so much fun, because I connected with everybody there on such a deep level. And it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful to get to sing my own songs, to get to share my vulnerability, to get to share my heart with everybody present.
Beautiful. That just sounds like the dream. And how lovely to see that happen in your lifetime. I'm so happy for you, honestly.
Thank you.
So, Courtney Williams, you call yourself a small town girl with big dreams. I wonder if you could tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Uitenhage, Uitenhage, very small town in Eastern Cape.
Yes, when I read the name, I would say Uitenhage. Sounds Uitenhage. Uitenhage.
Yes.
I myself am from a very small town, and I know that dynamite comes in small packages and sparkle comes from tiny places. So awesome. Courus, I wonder if you could tell us, if you could describe your style in just one word or one short phrase, what would it be?
I think authentic. Authenticity or authentic. Yeah, just authentic.
One word to describe your passion?
Spread love through music.
Awesome. I love that phrase. Do you have a phrase or word that would describe your voice?
Emotional, I think. I don't know.
Can I choose a word as well?
Please do.
Fabulous, dazzling, sparkling, amazing. I can't find a word.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You've mentioned before that your songs are based on your life experiences. I wonder if you could tell us a bit more about how your life has influenced some of your songs and just how that has affected your music.
Okay, so I'll start with the song at the top. I'll run through the EP. So the first song on the EP is called I'm Up. That basically represents me coming from past experiences where I wasn't treated the way I should. Let me say it as it is. And I feel like I was worth so much more and I didn't know it at the time. But when I finally saw my worth, I got out of that experience and I said enough is enough, and I felt like I am now ready to move forward, and that's why the song is called I'm Up. So that's the first song. The second one is On My Mind. On My Mind speaks about falling in love and how this person makes me feel when I'm with this person. You know, this person is my boyfriend. So basically me speaking about my love story or yeah, how my person makes me feel. Yeah, so I think it can relate to young girls or older girls or anybody for that matter, just falling in love and embracing that feeling of love. Then Nothing Left isn't something that I've experienced, but I definitely must say, being a woman, I got to resonate or just really feel what other women are going through, and I would never be able to feel it completely the way they feel it. But the emotions attached to it, I think every woman can sort of like relate and put herself in other women's shoes and sort of like just I don't know. So Nothing Left, when I wrote it, I really was just describing what women was going through, or what women are going through, that are going through gender-based violence and abuse and being raped. And yeah, so that's very emotional. And then the last song, Color, was a song that I wrote when God just spoke to me like very deeply. I felt like God told me what is his plan for my life. And finally, my ears, my heart, my mind was open to receive what he said is what should be done in my life. And I felt like I was going through such a dark time, and God just showed me the light. So that's what Color is actually about.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. And I love every single track. I love that you are an angel. You have a beautiful voice, honestly. And I love the fact that there are messages that people can relate to. Because right now in South Africa, there is a lot going on with gender-based violence. And I think it's so good that people can use your music to deal possibly with what, traumas they are living through, and perhaps find the strength to pick themselves up and go through it. And I think it's so wonderful. I do have this dream for your voice. I have this dream to hear it with some Christmas music. Like I can imagine me making my Christmas turkey to the sound of Courus background.
Nice.
I would love that.
I've never
Put it on a wish
on
list.
I've never actually thought of it. Hey, maybe I should write a Christmas album someday. Maybe I'm not sure yet when, but maybe I should. Because I love Christmas tunes. I love Christmas tunes, especially during Christmas time.
Oh, and the sky is the limit for you. The sky is the limit for you. I want to know, where can we find your music? There's so many people out there that need to hear it. So I know it's out there, but I wonder if you can tell us exactly where to find it, and where can we find you popping up next? Because you like doing so many events online now. So please.
Okay, so they can find me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. So on Facebook, I'm Courus, at Courus, so at Courus. Twitter, I'm at Courus. On Instagram, I'm Courus Official, so at Courus Official. And on LinkedIn, I'm just Courtney Williams. So on Saturday, I'm performing at the Lenasia Festival of Jazz with a band called Jazz Expressions. They're all based in Johannesburg at the moment. And apparently it's a big festival, but this year they're gonna have it like a drive-in type show. Like, do you know what the drive-in cinema sort of looks like?
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be that vibe. And then the project that I'm currently running is the online project, and we actually gave it a name. So this first started just as promoting my EP, but now we want to have it as a series. So we started season 1, or we are planning season 1, and we gave it a name. It's called The Next Feature with Courus, because each time I'm going to have on different guests. We're going to speak about the guest and what encouraged and inspired their journey, and the guest is going to perform. I'll maybe perform 1 or 2 songs with them as well, and it's going to be all about the music, all about the vibe, all about the people watching, and just all of us having a great time together. So that's the thing that's coming up next. It's on the 10th October. Tickets are available on Quicket for only 60 Rand. So people should please, please, please support, because they are not going to regret it. It's going to be amazing. We're going to give them an amazing show.
Fantastic. I'm definitely going to get my ticket. As soon as we're done with this, I'm getting my ticket.
Hey, I'm so excited. Oh, and another thing, tickets are only 60 Rand, and then it can be for you and your entire family, because you're watching it from home. So you buy 1 ticket, you invite your family, you invite your friends, you can all watch it together at your home.
I'll confess, I'm the kind of person that's like 2 people, 2 tickets, because we need to support the people in our lives, So people, come on, do better.
That's
Or
true.
just buy a ticket, whatever works. Just get a ticket.
That's true. That's so true. Thank you so much, Rowena.
Courus, Courtney Williams. You sparkle. I want you to know you are amazing. You bring light and love into this world. We appreciate everything you do for music, for women, and just your bubbly personality that makes us all so happy. I wish you everything of the best. Don't forget us when you're famous in America and doing amazing things. We love
Never.
you. We're proud of you. You sparkle. Congratulations.
Now I want to cry. Oh, so sweet. Thank you so much, Rowena.
Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see your show.
Oh yes, it's going to be amazing. I promise we're going to give you the best experience ever. Thank you so much for having me.
Much love. Bye.
Bye.